Okay, I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakat, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teacheth the Bible in 100% truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, especially the 144,000 who consist of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the land of the Americas, as well as the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners living amongst the other nations. Shalom to you. Okay, today I'm looking at Donald Trump yet again and the situation with Elon Musk. You've got Doge. It says here, what is Doge and why is Musk cutting so many jobs? And you've probably seen it yourself. It's been going out there. It's been a few days actually since I managed to put a video up. I've had a lot of different things going on. I've been unwell, so I was coughing a lot. I didn't really bother making no videos. Little situations been going on here and there, and so it just caught up with me. So I kind of been caught up with that, but I managed to get rid of this cough this morning. I finally stopped coughing, so I'm kind of okay to speak. Hopefully, I can get through this without coughing too much. So yeah, but in the last week or so, this video's gone out. There's like I've seen a 30-minute video. I think it's CNN, and they show the clip, they show the video of this particular meeting in the White House between Elon Musk and Donald Trump. And you've got his Elon Musk's little son there. I think his name's X. Yeah, X. And obviously, you've probably seen certain men, mainly from the camp of GMS, speaking about this particular situation and connecting it to prophecy. So we've been going into it for months. That's exactly what a prophet would do. A prophet, the men of the Most High who have the secrets of the Most High. So we start off with the name of the Most High, whose name is Yahweh. And then we come to the name of his son, who is Yahweh Shai. And then we come to the breakdown of the scriptures, the understanding of prophecy, future events, and then ultimately that is the job of a prophet, to speak of things that are to come before they happen. And how do we, why do we want to know these things? It's because these are the things of the Most High, so we know what is planned, what is coming up ahead of us. And this is obviously quite important because we're waiting for these major prophecies to come to pass. Revelation 13, the digitization of the monetary system, and then implementation of a device under your skin in order to track and trace your payments, track and trace your location, and so on and so forth. Soon after that, we have World War III, we have the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, and the deliverance of the elects of the children of Israel. So what's happening here is connected with that. It's connected with the MOTB in particular. And once we get this particular prophecy underway, obviously the next few will come to pass very quickly. And so, like I say, we've been going into the fact that Donald Trump's coming. This is Nero 2.0. That's something that Apostle Tahar brought out. The fact that obviously we have the biblical understanding that reincarnation is real. Your spirit is regenerated third or fourth generation through your father's bloodline. So we've all been here before. We've all been in certain situations. And in fact, the generation that we're living in today, it's the same generation that was here when Yahweh Shai was here. So, soon after Yahweh Shai was put on the cross, you had Nero, who came into power soon after that. He then put to death, in particular, Apostle Peter and Apostle Paul. And obviously he had a persecution. He carried out persecution basically against the Israelites. So we're back here today. We're waiting for this MOTB. The MOTB is a time of persecution for the Israelites. What a lot of Israelites are not really realizing, they think that we're going to go through this prophecy, destruction of America is going to come, the takeover, but there's a thing called Jacob's trouble, a time of judgment for the nation of Israel. And the judgment shall begin at the house of Israel. And even over the last 10 days, where you ain't really heard from me, I've been going through all these different situations. One of them was I fell out with someone because he he's an Israelite, and I told him that a few years back. And at a certain point, I told him certain bits of information, and so it's up to him then to go on and do what he's doing. And then a few days ago, we got into an argument about something, and then he started bringing up, the fact that. So I was telling him, what you're saying weren't right. He was going, there's nothing wrong with what I'm saying, this, that, and the other. And then he got to the point where he made a statement. Oh, only the God can judge me. Only the Most High can judge me. And then so halfway through this argument, I realized I thought, shit. The Most High took away your information. That whatever little information that you had at the beginning, He's taking it away. So now I fell out with this person, obviously, whatever it is, what it is. And then you start realizing, the Most High is moving everything into place. He's putting people into different places. He's setting up the pieces. And so, for example, like I say, you got many Israelites out there that know they're Israelites. They know the name of the Most High. But that information isn't going to get you delivered. These Edomites, the elites, they watch the prophets, they watch what we say, and they know the name of the Most High because they hear us say it. So just knowing the name of the Most High is not going to get you delivered. You have to be of the elect, and obviously to be of the elect, there's a certain definition when you go through the scriptures and you pull out certain characteristics. You're going to be able to define it by looking at someone and looking at their particular actions and seeing if they continue that all the way to the day of deliverance. So there's many Israelites out there that are going to get a shock real soon because they know they're Israelites. Maybe they know the name of the Most High, but they disregard what the prophets want to tell them. Just like in the days of the day of Moses. What did they say to Moses? They said, "We don't want it. We're fed up of hearing from you. We want to speak to the Most High ourselves." So the Most High told Moses, "Send them up." But obviously scriptures talk about sending them up to the mount. Apostle Tahar brought out that the mount is the chariot. But when these Israelites rocked up to the chariot, the Most High made thunder and lightning, scared them, shook them and sent them back down, or sent them away. And so it's the same thing today. You got the prophets out here giving you the word of the Most High, giving you the names, giving you all the other things that come with it. It doesn't just start with it starts with the names, but then it leads into many things. But a lot of Israelites don't want to take that on board. So once they got the name, once they know they're an Israelite, once they realize there's this kind of deliverance, then they just make up the rest themselves. That's in order to not have to change and just to keep doing what they're doing, living the way they're living until Yahushua comes. So then they come out with phrases like, only the Most High can judge me. Well, the Most High's judgments are written in His book, the Bible, and it's the prophets who read the Bible to you. But then the prophets read the Bible to you. You say, I don't want to hear it from you. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with this. And herein lies you doing exactly what they did to Moses. So Jacob's trouble's coming, and judgment begins at the house of Israel. Yes, the other nations will get the judgment. That mainly comes through the Third World War and the destruction, because that's a worldwide thing. But with the MOTB, it is a worldwide thing. But you've got, for example, a lot of the nation of Israel who need to be judged concentrated in the Americas. So the MOTB comes in, it brings judgment, it brings a lasting effect of just judgment going out in many different ways. People are going to starve. People are going to do this, that. There's going to be violence. There's going to be uproars of the people, and then obviously ultimately this will spread around the world, and then that will turn into nuclear ICBMs. But going back to this particular video here, um, this is pretty much it. We've warned you of Donald Trump. Said to you that this man, I've been saying it since August, that the Most High is about to, the first I understood, obviously through the Spirit, is that the Most High is about to turn the world upside down. So in August, I started saying that, and then obviously taking that understanding and looking at the events that are playing out, seeing the election being won in America, we see Donald Trump, you got Apostle Tahar, he's reminding us that this is Nero 2.0, and then so everything starts to make sense. So we've been warning you, 2025, the gears are going to shift, and you're seeing it right here. So this announcement is a major thing. They're talking about taxpayers' money being wasted. They're giving you all these particular scenarios. Whether they're true or not, it doesn't really matter. They got these scenarios. Trump's brought in Elon Musk to investigate these particular things, and then now, he's come up with all these particular bad points. So this is exactly what we've been telling you. The American people have called for Donald Trump to do a particular thing, which is make America great again, fix America. That's Donald Trump. I've said it before, he's that guy from The Apprentice. He walks in with a team, and he'll call the shots. He'll try and fix everything, fix the business. And that's what he's doing here. He's doing that. He's called in Elon Musk. This is all pre-planned. People, they say, oh, this is an election, and they think everything's a coincidence. No, we're bang in the middle of the Great Reset. And look at this announcement coming from the so-called most powerful, man or nation in the earth. According to the scriptures, it's Babylon the Great that is manipulating the beast system. So, and I didn't catch it myself, but I don't know if what I saw was edited or what. But there's a talk obviously of Elon Musk's son telling Donald Trump to shut up. You're not the president. You look at the age of, he's like a toddler basically. I don't know what, five, he could be 4, 5, 6, and he's at that age, the children, they copy you. So this is all set up behind the scenes. When you see what happened here on this particular occasion, this is already pre-planned. There are things going on behind the scenes before they get here. We're obviously telling you of those plans because we have the secrets of the Most High. We say, look, this is all organized. And so what do you think Elon Musk is doing? First of all, he's not worn the dress code that you're supposed to wear, and he's basically breaking the dress code. He's trying to stand out. He's obviously trying to show you something in particular. And then you've got his son saying that particular statement to Trump. If Elon Musk was sitting at home watching Donald Trump on TV, knowing what he knows, previously to this particular day, he would have he would have sat at home, seeing Donald Trump on the TV talking in these things, and he probably would have said to the TV, shut the F up, you're not the president. Talking to the TV, because he knows behind the scenes, he's the one now employed by the banking elites to come into this situation, this extra. He's come into the White House. Here you can see him. He's been brought in to fix the system, and he's going to do it with this digital platform. So he's clearly standing at home watching the TV, seeing Trump, saying nonsense at the TV, and his little kid is obviously watching it, because that's what kids at that age do, and they watch what their parents do, and then they repeat them. And so even myself, I'm at that point at the minute. So my little one's 5.5, and if I say something to the wife about somebody else, you have to be careful, because when you're in front of that person, the child will repeat it. And that's exactly what's happened here. So, this is all organized. The banking elites, we keep telling you the banking elites are really the ones in charge. Donald Trump, as apostle to heart, refers to these presidents as, area manager. So you've got Donald Trump, the area manager. They get the orders. These governments around the world, they get the orders from the banking elites. But now they've sent in this man who doesn't want to apply to the dress code, who's he's probably shouting at the TV when he's watching Donald Trump on the TV, telling him to shut up and all sorts, because he's going, well, you're not the president. I'm the one that they're bringing in to fix the system. When they fix the system and they bring in the MOTB, ultimately you're not going to have many people in control, in power. You don't need all these people because everything's run by AI and a digital system. And so you can have an old guy president standing there calling the shots, winning votes, but the man who can control the AI system is really the one in charge. It's for example, like you see it in sports teams. You've got the managers in control of the team, but really it's the players in control, because when the players want to stop playing for the manager, then the manager gets bad results, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then he gets a sack. So it depends. Obviously, you used to get that, for example, with like in the UK with union power. You go to work, you join the union. There's power within it. That really doesn't happen so much anymore. But then obviously, if this big company tries to step on you, you come back at them with the union power. But yeah, they're talking about how money's getting wasted. It's going out left, right, and centre. New systems that need to come in and to track payments and track money, track wasted money, track your taxpayers' money. This is exactly what the people have been screaming for: make America great again. And they want Donald Trump to do it. Donald Trump's now got this guy with him, and this guy's going to bring you the digital system. Once the digital system comes in, just as the WEF announced to you, you will own nothing and be happy, because you'll have a carbon footprint. You won't be able to go over your carbon footprint. You'll have a 15-minute city. You won't be able to leave your 15-minute city. They'll do things like encourage you to go on the metaverse and live your life in a fantasy world rather than reality, because when you live in reality, you're using too many substances, and the planet is dying. And this is where we're going. It's all part of that reset, 2020 to 2030. It's 2025. I did say last year as well, 2024, you had so many elections around the earth, bang in the middle of the Great Reset, and that's the time when they put these presidents in your face now that are going to start to bring major changes, and you're in the second half of that reset, and so we've really they're going to really get going. You look back at the first half, it started off with what happened in 2020, 2021. It moved, obviously things developed, and we're here today. We're just a couple of false flag events away. They're already moving. They're bringing this system into the government now. They've already spoken about it. They're saying that there's money been lost. So what do they do now? They have to do something, and they're going to do something that's digital. So this announcement here is major, really. They're pretty much announcing that the MOTB is here, that we're about to do this. The prophets ahead of time, the Most High gives us the warning. So we know the scriptures in general, we know the prophecies, but even watching the events play out before you, we're able to bring you the understanding. So if you're awake, if you're deeper than knowing just that the fact that you're an Israelite, if you're deeper than that, your eyes are awake, you understand this is Donald Trump. We've got Nero 2.0, right, who came right at the end of Acts. The book of Acts 2.0 has played out. You've come right to the end of that. You've got Nero 2.0 yet again, Trump 2.0, and this time he's got his digital friend, Mr. Musk. So the thing's going to heat up real soon. We're getting there. We're very close. This is very, 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 very close. The Most High is putting all the pieces into place. Don't be surprised if people fall out with you. They start falling out with you because the Most High will remove people away from you. If you're teaching this truth, it comes to a point where these Israelites get judged. The Most High will have to move them away from you so that they can't actually call you for help in that time. So you things are going to start getting real deep, and expect to be started getting separating for people. The Most High is starting to define things. You see here that what happened in this meeting. This defines that the MOTB this time. This is the time now. They're talking about wasted money and a way of tracking it and keeping track of it, not wasting it, and using it for good for the benefit of the people. It's going to be a digital system, 100%. Donald Trump's already now stopped. He's announced that they're going to stop producing the pennies. So that's it's already on the cards. This I've said it before. This is the last president. You've probably got Elon Musk shouting at the TV with his son watching him, shouting at the TV, "Shut the f up." You're not the president. Donald Trump's in the media playing the role of the president. Whoever's the president, whichever president, with the real president, please stand up. And the bottom line is, this is the last president, because this is the time they're going to bring in this MOTB. Like I keep saying, the 4 years now, 25, 26, 27, 28. They're not going to bring a new president in 29 and then 30 to bring in the MOTB, to bring in the reset, because they want the reset done by 2030. Obviously, scriptures talk about the devil knowing he have a short time. You've got the prophets out here announcing what he's doing ahead of time. We've been telling you this the whole time, leading you all the way up until this particular point. So, as the scriptures tell you, then it shall be known. But all this made me think about Jeremiah 51 says Babylon judged for sins against Israel. Babylon being Babylon the Great, America. America has many. It's this described by many different code words in the scriptures. One of them being Babylon the Great. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind." It says, "And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land. For in the day of trouble shall they be against her round about." And that ultimately the fanners blow away the chaff. And obviously America, you've got obviously these immigrants that have come into America. Some out there have been known as to be men of war. Men from other nations. These nations know this third world war's coming. And that's another thing, these banking elites. You got Donald Trump, who's causing all these problems all overseas. He's brought in these different sanctions, so on and so forth. And I can see it in the European news. There's kind of ripple effects of the things he's saying. People are questioning. We've been following this particular thing all along. Now all of a sudden Donald Trump's come in to change it. He's putting sanctions on certain things. Even with Putin, is like he's trying to side with Putin and just pretty much telling Zelensky to give it up on the side of Ukraine. So, a lot of European nations are currently rethinking their relationship with Babylon the Great, America. And obviously, we go back to the book of Revelation. The 10 horns shall hate the whore being America, the 10 horns being the EU nations, who will shoot their ICBMs on America, as well as Russia and anybody else that possess them. It says, "And against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her host." It says, "Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. The Chaldeans, were known for witchcraft and sorcery, which is another thing that takes place in America. These different enchantments. You go into Hollywood, for example. It goes on there. I don't really need to say much about that. And then even on higher levels, you've got these Masonic societies, Illuministic societies, so on and so forth. It says, "For Israel have not been forsaken, nor Yahweh of his power." It says, "Of Yahweh of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel." It says, "Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul." It says, "Be not cut off in her iniquity, for is the time of the Yahweh's vengeance." It says, "He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon have been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that have made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." It says, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed." It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed." It says, "Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies." And so that judgment has already reached the heavens, in that the Most High understands, and that's why I keep saying, now is the time the Most High turns the world upside down. Since I've been saying that, you've had the confirmation of Donald Trump. January he's come in. You've seen all these executive orders been signed, and now they're pretty much making this announcement that, look, we're tracking how the government are losing your taxpayer money. We're going to find a solution, and it's Elon Musk who's going to give you that solution. So what more do I have to say? Go back to Revelation 13:16, that digital economic system which you use by you interact with that digital system by having a device under the skin. So, and again, this goes back into trying to heal Babylon the Great, make America great again. This is a major thing. Obviously, once those nuclear ICBMs hit Babylon the Great America, Revelation 18, I think, talks about the other nations mourning for the loss of money that they were making. Nations like China, for example, they're sending lots of goods to America, and when they witness the destruction of America, they will mourn for the loss of income that they're going to start to suffer after that. But so that whole healing effect, there's no healing. It pretty much starts with "Make America Great Again," because that's the point at which the question gets asked. You had it the first time round. You had obviously Donald Trump in 16 to 20. He's been away for 4 years. You've had Biden from 20 to 24, and this is the order out of chaos, because Trump was supposed to bring order in 2016 to 2020. He was out of the picture for 4 years, and Biden brought the chaos. Messed everything up, and now everybody's calling for change. So the next time Trump's come in, it's like, do you really want him? Yeah, we definitely want him. So, okay, so you get him. But this time, when he does what he does, when he does what we make him do, you're gonna have to live with it. And what's he doing this time? He's brought in Elon Musk. So things are gonna heat up real soon. They want to make America great again, but as it says, there's no healing. All the balm in the world. I'm just trying to find it again. Sorry. Yes, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. It's howl for her, take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country." It says, "For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies." So the Most High, and that's why I say the Most High, that visitation, he's putting all these things into place. And it can only mean one thing, that prophecy is about to kick off in a major way. But yeah, going back to this, I mean, you can look it up yourself. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you don't know, I'll leave the link for this in the description box. It's BBC. Like it says here, what is Doge and why is Musk cutting so many jobs? They're going to cut all these jobs because there's a lot of people. It's the same in the UK. Like you've got this bureaucratic government system. I've been in the NHS. It was the same thing there. You got all these managers, multiple managers, but none of them know what's going on, and they're all just collecting a wage, talking shit, having coffee, you know, having meetings, and nothing ever really gets done. But what happens is these people get to live week by week by week, earning a wage for doing nothing. You got all this money going out. They always find the government people in the UK claiming certain things on expenses, this, that, and the other. You had this politician who like had a what was it? He was signed up to like a porn site, and so he's paying whatever a month. I don't know, OnlyFans or some rubbish like that, and then but he's putting it down to expenses, so the UK taxpayer is paying it. So you get all these things, and this is the chaos. This is the chaos that's been going on, and that's why I said when you get these new political leaders, you've had Starmer in the UK, you've got Trump. As of 2024, a lot of them at the end of 24, you've got new leaders around the world, and the memo coming in from the banking elites is, we're going to do this thing. So here's Elon Musk, riding with the whore of the beast system. We always tell you that the richest men in the world are the banking elites, but the media like to paint the picture and say, oh, is it Bill Gates? Is it, this guy? Is it, Musk or whoever? Now you see why they paint that picture, because people won't question Musk coming into the White House. He's a businessman. He knows about money. Oh, what's he there to do? He's there to clean up the wasted taxpayer money. So, it makes perfect sense. And so, that's why they kind of give you this media campaign. They always give you these things. So now he comes in, it doesn't look so strange. The only bit that looks strange is the way he's dressed. He's particularly dressed like that to show you that, I'm not under control of this particular person here. Obviously, like I say, you could say, will the real president please stand up? But the real people in charge are the banking elites. So this is the time. Like I say, they've brought in all these world leaders. They're going to start making these major changes. Other governments around the world are going to start to follow. And don't be surprised soon if the worldwide economic system goes digital. If not, maybe the device under the skin just yet. Going digital would be a major step, and that will probably be the next step, because then they can track, trace. You've already got like your everything's online now. Your car insurance, your tax. Is your car roadworthy? Well, you get a test once a year. It's online. You don't have to carry paperwork anymore. I don't have to, not in the UK. You had before, you had to display the tax disc in the window. Now you don't have to do that. Before, you had to carry your insurance paperwork. I don't have to do that. You put the reg in on the car. The police put the reg in, and they can see if there's insurance on the car and whose name it's in. Yeah, everything. So once they do that with the financial system and they combine it all, it's it's pretty much, you're pretty much there. Then obviously the next step would then be to tell everybody that you have to have the device under the skin in order to operate with it. So the Most High is, moving all the pieces into place. He's about to turn the world upside down. We keep saying it. This is Nero 2.0, Donald Trump. When he was Nero, he announced himself as chief enemy of the Most High. It's that same spirit who's back again. So I hope that was edifying. I'm gonna leave it right there. Until next time, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakar, Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.